They don't spoof them.
No.
All right. Thank you, Alex. 8 days to go before the midterms. Key Senate races happening in Arizona, Georgia, Nevada, Pennsylvania, other states as well. For more, let's bring back in pollster at McLaughlin and Associates in the Trump 2020 campaign. Jim McLaughlin. Jim, happy Monday. Happy Halloween. Good to see you.
Happy Monday and happy Halloween, Rob. Great to see you.
Let's start with the state of Arizona. Tight race there. Republican Blake Masters. He's got that Trump endorsement. He is running against Democratic Senator Mark Kelly. How do you see this one playing out 8 days from today?
Oh, I think it's really, really close. And you know what? Arizona's really become a purple state. But I think the big key in that race is, look, just what you're showing up on the screen right now. Mark Kelly, the incumbent, is only at 45% of the vote. And we've talked about this. The vast majority of the undecided voters are going to go against the incumbent. And for the challenger in Blake Masters, watch the Hispanic vote. What you're seeing in a lot of these states is the Republicans aren't just doing well with Hispanic with Hispanic voters. They're actually winning with Hispanic voters. And I think you're going to see the same thing on Election Day in Arizona for Blake Masters.
Yeah, and we keep seeing Republicans underperform in these so-called polls and then win races by 4 and 5 points. And I think it's going to happen again next Tuesday. Also in Arizona, the governor's race. A lot of people watching this one. Carrie Lake is the Republican running against Democrat Katie Hobbs. Hobbs refuses to debate Carrie Lake. Now, she didn't have a stroke 5 months ago, so I don't know what her excuse is. At least John Fetterman got out there and debated Dr. Oz last week. But Carrie Lake's got a huge advantage now in this race.
Yeah, the amazing part is in a lot of these states, and it's going on all over the place. John Fetterman, Kathy Hochul in New York, they're all afraid to debate the Republicans. But we see why when they actually have to go out there and try to debate and try to defend their failed records. That's why they don't want to debate. But Katie Hobbs, she hasn't even pretended to want to debate here. And I think the reason is Carrie Lake has just been an incredible candidate. She knows the issues. She really understands and has so much passion in her campaign that I think that's why she's refused to debate here. And Katie Hobbs is another one of these far leftists. And we've talked about this, that over the summer, the media and the Democrats were trying to tell us it was the Republicans that have the candidate problems. The truth is, it's the Democrats with the candidate problems.
Okay, Barack Obama has been campaigning for Raphael Warnock in the state of Georgia. Joe Biden enjoyed another beach weekend in Delaware. This is going to be a race that everyone watches next Tuesday, if we even have a winner on Tuesday night. Herschel Walker versus Raphael Warnock, Senate seat on the line in Georgia. Right now, according to this Rasmussen poll, Walker's got the edge.
Look, that's a really, really bad sign, again, for an incumbent. Raphael Warnock, he has spent tens of millions of dollars. Before Election Day, there were some reports saying he had outspent Herschel Walker on the air by about 5 to 1. And if you're Raphael Warnock, you're only at 43% of the vote right now, you're in real trouble. And you know, it's interesting. A lot of folks that I know down in Georgia have been telling me that after Labor Day, Herschel Walker was going to get the Bulldogs, the Georgia football bounce.
Right.
And it looks like he might be getting that bounce.
And what a weekend, by the way. If Georgia wins this coming weekend, #1 Georgia plays #2 Tennessee. I swear that'll help his campaign a couple days later on Tuesday.
Without a doubt, and I'm sure he'll be at the game.
Yeah. Oh, he definitely will be. Georgia, Florida this past weekend, Georgia winning that one big. Okay, Nevada, just quickly, Adam Laxalt, Catherine Cortez Masto. The New York Times has them tied. Trafalgar gives Laxalt the edge, 50 to 46%. What happens in Nevada?
Yeah, the polling I've been seeing, actually, Adam Laxalt is ahead, and Lombardo, the Republican running for governor, is also ahead. So I think what you're going to see there, look, I think Adam Laxalt, he has the advantage there. I think the Republicans are going to win this. And what I've been kind of saying over the last week or two, I think it's really coming down to Georgia, Arizona, and Pennsylvania right now. And again, Adam Laxalt, I think what's going to put him over the top is Hispanic voters.
All right, out of time. I hate it. We go through them so fast. We'll have you back on this week, Jim. We're getting closer to our Super Bowl here at Newsmax, Election Day, next Tuesday. Jim McLaughlin from McLaughlin & Associates, thank you.
Thank you. Great to see you.
All
Have
right,
a
you
great
too.
week.